Hello everyone, welcome back to Excel with Priyanka series 6. In the previous session, we had covered the function like averages. If error, we had done the page setup and we had renamed the worksheet, coloring of the worksheet, copying the worksheet, and these all are the things that we had covered yesterday. We need to keep practicing that for making our understanding better. And in today's topic, I will be covering topics like count, counta, rows, countifs, SUMIFS, text formula, joint operator. These are the functions which we will be applying here. So for that, we have a small data sheet here. As you can see it here, the data sheet contains the columns like date, sales representatives, sales, the amount of sales done by the representative on that particular date. So here we will be using the functions like count, counta, rows and sum. So here we will be applying the formula. So first I will color this cell so that it will help me in knowing that yes, formula has been applied here for making us remember. If you'll see this dashboard, even after few weeks we can remember this. So this is done. We'll start with our function. So count is a function which is useful for counting the number of text available. So suppose here the number of text, see these are the digits there and one is blank left. So I want to count the text without counting the blank. So this count function will help with that. Equal to sign. As we know, all the function start with the equal to sign. We will enter count and we are seeing it here, the multiple options available. We are using it count now. In few seconds we'll be using it counta, count blank. As the name suggests, it is used for counting the blank, and the count if and the ifs, which we'll be seeing it later. So we'll start it, double click it, value 1, we need to enter the value here, control close the bracket and control enter. See the number of text here is 17. Counta, next is counta. Counta is used for counting the words available in that particular column. So again, starting with the equal to sign, we'll enter counta. Here again, if you'll see, there are multiple options available. Double click it, select this, close the bracket, control enter. The number of text here, the number of words is 18. Count all rows. It will count the number of rows available in a database, in a data set or in a column, or if you want to know, double click rows, double click, select it, control shift and not, I don't want this, backspace, here control shift, oh I did it something, we'll select it here, close the bracket. See, rows plus array, the entire this thing we need to select, close the bracket, control enter. If you want, if you'll be selecting the entire database also here, I think the result will be same. So let's try that as well. Why to wait, double click it, entire, let me check, entire this we will be selecting, closing the bracket, control enter. 19, it's giving the correct answer. Sum, we had mentioned in earlier already, the sum function. We were using the shortcut on the keyboard alt equal to sign, but here it will not function as it is selecting the highlighted. As you are seeing the highlighted thing here, it is selecting this, but I don't want the sum of this. I want the sum of the cells made by the representatives. Here till here, close the bracket, control enter. So here in the above functions which we have applied just now, in that we are seeing that we are not specifying here anything like, yes, I want to know the sales done by representative Sunny. I want the number of times the Sunny has done the sales. No, here we have used the entire database for calculating the numbers. For calculating this, here also sum, we have taken all the digits, simply calculated the sum, counted all the rows here, counted all the words, all the text of this sales representative, but we have not applied any kind of criteria or conditions. So we will be dealing with such situations in our next statement. So next is COUNTIFS and SUMIFS, which is used for calculation based on the criteria and the conditions. So criteria, here we will be choosing, like if you want to know the count of the sales made by the cell rep Charu, so this will become a criteria. We'll copy it here, paste it here, and the sales made by that particular criteria. So here we'll try with our COUNTIFS option, which is helpful in making the criteria applicable. So we'll start with the equal to sign. COUNTIFS function will not use COUNTIF. COUNTIFS, if you'll see, so COUNTIFS, here you are seeing COUNTIFS, the number of cells is specified by a given set of conditions or criteria. Like we can use one criteria or multiple of criteria we can use with the function COUNTIFS. Double click it, criteria range 1. Like what if we are learning it first time, the COUNTIFS and the SUMIFS, we may get confused like what is this option, criteria range 1 and criteria 1. So criteria range 1, as the word range suggests, the range is the entire set of data. So here I want to know the number of sales made by the cell rep Charu. So I need to select the entire data of this cell rep. So this will become a criteria range, comma, the criteria 1. What is the criteria? What is the condition that I want to apply? For which cell rep I want to number of the number of the cells. Select this and close the brackets, control enter. The number of cells made by Charu is 7. If we will count it manually, like we'll check it, cross check it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So the answer is correct. Here also we'll see, add the cells that Charu made. If we'll change it here to Lena, let me check if it is applying to Lena as well. Control enter. See, it's changed to 5. Now we will check, as we are doing it for Charu, we'll re-enter it here, CHARU, Charu. So it's better copy and paste. Now we will see the total amount of cells done by Charu. For that, the function is SUMIFS. We'll start with our basic operator equal to sign and then SUMIFS. Double click it, sum range 1. So sum range 1 will be this part, comma, next is criteria range 1. Criteria range 1 will be this, the cell rep, comma, criteria 1. Criteria 1 is, what is the criteria that that we are applying on. For Charu we want to know. So close the bracket, control enter, and we will see the number, the amount of sales done by the cell rep Charu. If you will change here, the formula will be applied. It will change all over. We'll see for Sunny. Oh, what is this? Why it is coming 0? We'll check it here. Press the F2 button. Oh, there is one space here. So for text, if you are making a space, means it will not read. We need to do the backspace, control enter, and see the result. Next we will be learning is, we want to know, like for the date, we will select the criteria as date. For 23rd of October 25, the number of sales made. As the data will be, suppose this is small set of data, so it is easy to count and write as well here. But what if this data is 1000 rows data? So calculating this will take a whole day, and what, the full day will be wasted. So this formula is very useful in such situation. We'll start with the equal to COUNTIFS, double click it. We need to select the criteria range 1. This will be here our criteria, because we have set the condition that for the particular date 23rd October 2025 we want to know the number of sales done. So we'll select it all over, close the bracket, control enter. No, we have done something wrong, comma, not again select the entire, comma, criteria 1, close the bracket and control enter. Again I did some, okay, see 8. I also want to add the total number of sales done on 23rd of October equal to, here the function used will be SUMIFS, double click it here, sum range will be this part, comma, criteria range will be this, comma, criteria 1 will be for this particular date I want to know the cell, close the bracket, control enter. So here we have studied count, COUNTA, rows, COUNTIFS and SUMIFS. COUNTA is applied on words. Next we will be learning the Excel golden rule. In Excel golden rule, if a formula input can change, then out it in a cell, label it and refer to it in the formula with a cell reference, as we were doing in earlier formula. And if the input will never change, like 24 hours a day, then you can hard code it into formula. So example of formula inputs that can change, like sales rep name, that we were applying it in the previous formulas. Example of the formula input that will not change is like months in a year, that will never ever change, hours in a day and days in a week. So we will be seeing our next example. Here the same data set I am using it, and here our goal is to create an Excel solution that counts how many sales Charu made, and second is add sales for the day 24th of October 2025. So we will be starting with sales rep here count sales. Sales rep is Charu. We'll copy it from here, paste it here, We'll first make a border here. We'll do little formatting here. All borders. I will apply color as well. Which color? I like the blue color. Along with this, I want white font. Here also we'll do the format and like this. Is this looking good? Okay. Here we will be applying the formula. So we will make this. I think this is varying, so I'm copying it from here. So cells rep charu count cells. I want to count. So equal to what function we will use? COUNTIFS. Double click it. Criteria range 1. From this criteria, comma, criteria. What is our criteria? This. Close, control, enter. And suppose in this, till now we have learned the number formatting. Here we will see little bit of text formatting. Press the F2 button. Formula is not applied. I can't. Equal to sign. F2 button. We will get a name error. Sorry, control enter. See, name error is coming because equal to sign means our Excel understand this we are using function, but count cells is not a function, or if any function is misspelled then that name error comes. So here we will be for text, first we have to put it in a double quote. For text, double quote we need to insert here, double quote here. Now control enter. Now it's reading. F2 count cells by number of count cells. No, we'll change it to number of cells by, we will use here joint operator. What is this? Joint operator. Joint operator we will activate by shift plus 7 and sign is coming. Here I want to click a number and the text will be combined. Control enter. See, number of cells by Charu. Click the F2. I want a distance between by, I want a space between that. Control enter. Again it is not coming. Press F2. We'll try again. No problem. Not here. 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 Control enter. F2 control enter. By, after by no space is coming, no? After by it is, why it is not coming? Okay, we'll see it. We will see this. No. Shift 7. This and control enter. Okay. Number of cells by Charu is 6. If we'll change it to Sunny, SUNNY, control enter. See, number of cells by Sunny. Lina, LINA, control enter. You see, this keeps changing. Now We will go to the second problem. We'll copy this, format it, and so the formatting has been copied here. And next we'll be doing our second problem, add cells for the date 24th of October. So date for adding sales, and here will be total sales. What is the date we want to add here? This date. Why I did that. Now we need to do format little bit here. It's done. Control Z, Control Z. I understood the issue. I understood. This I will explain it in the future class. 2025 equal to we'll start the formula with equal to SUMIFS sum range will be this, obviously will be this, comma, criteria range 1 will be this, because we want to know for that particular date criteria 1 will be this, and close the bracket, control enter. I want the number formatting to be done here, so for this, who remembers, control +1, our this formatting window has opened. We'll click it here. We will use a separator for this. We don't want to remove a decimal because it's a matter of the amount. Even a single penny matters, so I'm not going to round it off, and apply. So we are also done with this. Next we will be going to our next goal with the same data sheet, that is, if the insurance expense for the year is $3,000 and the company records the same amount for each month, then what is the monthly insurance expense? We will copy the formatting from here because I don't want again to do it. Paste it here. What is this? Make it little wider. Yes. So here, yearly insurance expense, PNSA, and Y. Here you are seeing it is already. We'll type MONTHLY, monthly insurance expense. So yearly expense is 3,000, and so monthly will be equal to 3,000 divided by 12. So here we don't need to label the cell because this 12 is not going to change, and this will remains constant for all for every year, like 12 months only will be there for all the. Control enter. If we'll change it to 10,000. So we have learned this in today's class. This is all about which we have covered in the today's class. Thank you for watching. If you like the video useful and which is helping you in making your work little easier, please do like and subscribe my channel. I will be very thankful to you. Thank you so much. See you in the next session.